Hi, I'm Michelle Hardy, and today I wanted to talk to you about how some people are making fun of your book. Some people won't tell you, and some people will. They're like making a joke about your book when it's your book and you're proud of it. As a writer, you may not be the best writer in the cookie jar, so to speak, right? There's lots of writers, right? If you're a writer, there's always going to be somebody that's doing something that you're not doing, and that's okay. Some people will talk about your book and they'll say, oh, you didn't do this, or you didn't do that, or you left this out, or you didn't spell that correctly. But what you have to do is just say, I'm the best writer and I'm doing the best that I can. You have to filter out that negative talk and not adopt it, not embrace it. You are the best writer and you do add value. It's just that they don't like your work. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need to improve because some of us do need to improve. I'm in that boat too, but don't let anyone tell you that you cannot write. There's all kinds of things that we can do to improve. But if you want to be a writer, then you're a writer. When I look back on the books that I've previously written, yes, I did. I found errors. I even found things where it's like, oh, I could have did that differently. Oh, I could have done more research. But I did not let it deter me from writing more books. I just know, okay, if I want to print a second edition of that book, I can do that and I can make that change. But I do not let it change my mind about writing books. I continue to drop books like albums and I keep going. One person's conversation with you, or even a few people, does not determine how everyone feels about your book. It just might not be their genre. I've said this before. So, people are making fun of your book, but it's your book. And it's the words that you said, they came from your heart. So, you want to stand firm on the words that you wrote. And if you do genuinely feel like, okay, I can make it some improvements, then okay, go back, make a second edition. But don't let all of that filter in because then you will be defeated. And we're not going to be defeated. We're going to write more books. Do you have titles that you regret or people said, oh my gosh, why did you name that book that? Right? So I can remember people telling me that. And I could also remember doing books and having regret and saying, oh my gosh, I want to pull that book. But it's already out there in the universe. People have bought the book. So it's like, okay, now you got to live with it. But there is a way to fix what you've done. You are going to have some type of regret. Everybody goes through that. We're people, we're emotional creatures. But that does not stop you from writing. You just continue writing. And where you feel that you need to make changes, make those changes. Ask for help if you feel like you are genuinely needing to change your book. But it's not a joke. This is not a game. You are a writer. You are an author. You're going to do more books. So you have to just tell yourself that every day. I'm an author, I'm a writer, and I'm going to write more books. Just keep that focus, stay focused, program yourself every day. Put a note up on the mirror. I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm going to make more books. So nobody is going to discourage you from putting out more books. If you really feel like, okay, I need to really do my book over, all right, all right. Well, what you want to do is find someone, a professional, to really help you go through the book with a fine tooth comb because this is going to be your second edition. Now, when you come out with the book, I've said this before, this is your second edition. If you want to offer the people who've already gotten your book a ebook copy, then prepare that so that they can have an ebook copy, but you're not giving it away. You're not giving away your book. You are going to offer it to them, maybe at a discount and maybe not, because we don't have to discount our books. but you are just going to be tweaking some things so that you are satisfied internally. You do have to be happy with your book, but we are not allowing people to tell us that we cannot write, we don't know what we're doing, and we shouldn't be doing this because we make decisions, some of them great and some of them not so great, but we are not a joke. I just want to encourage you to keep it pushing. Keep it going. Keep dropping books like albums. Just because you wrote this one book and somebody had something to say about the spelling, the cover, the title of the book, that doesn't mean that you're not an author. It just means that those people don't like your book. And you need to just probably try to build up something in you that says, I am the best. I am the greatest. I am perfect at this. I know what I'm doing. And then eventually, there won't be any of that imposter syndrome, feeling like you're not enough, like you really shouldn't be doing this because you should be doing it, right? Me, Michelle, who's dropped books like albums, sometimes I would feel that way like, oh, I don't know. That book was, but then I have to tell myself, I have to say, oh, no, 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 no. You are a writer. You've been doing this since you were 10 years old for over 40 years, and you are great at this. So, yeah, you are too. And I'm encouraging you to keep going. Don't stop. Your book is just one step closer to another book. Take care.